received 2 questions from you guys in the comments of my other videos, and I've sort of merged those 2 questions to create this video. So the first question was where you find and meet friends while on semester at sea on the ship, and the second of which being what you do with your free time while you're on the ship at sea. So I've made this video combining the 2 because if you do the fun things that I tell you about that people do during free time on the ship, you'll undoubtedly meet and make new friends. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel so I know to keep making videos like this one, and let's get into how to make friends on semester at sea and what to do when you have free time. So the way I'm going to talk about this is starting with the morning hangout spots and moving into the evening, so sort of going through like the entire day on the ship so you know what's happening throughout the day and what people like to do. And most people have classes starting as early as 8 a.m. and going as late as 6:30, which is a class time that I had. It was 5:10 to 6:30 p.m. and that was not a good class time because dinner starts at 5:30 and overlaps with that class, and I was so hungry by the time it was over, I could barely concentrate. So if you'd like to hear more about the classes that I took and just my scheduling tips in general and how hard classes are on the ship, you should check out my classes video. But let's keep talking about the fun things on the ship first. Because classes span most of the day, it really depends on the schedule that you choose when your free time will be. So throughout the day, the most common places to hang out are the library on deck 6, the Berlin restaurant also on deck 6, and then the Lido Terrace on deck 9, which is painted all white and it's always really sunny and quiet up there. So if you're in one of these 3 places, you're probably doing homework, responding to emails from your friends and family, playing cards with people, or journaling if you have nothing else to do. Bullet journaling and scrapbooking is really popular on this ship for people to jot down their ideas, realizations, and to document their travels. So if you have nothing else to do, I'd recommend bringing along a journal and maybe a Polaroid camera and some fun markers to spend your time scrapbooking or bullet journaling on the ship. Another really common place for people to hang out during the day is the pool deck on deck 9, tanning and swimming in the pool. There are tables up there for you to do homework outside in the shade, but a lot of people spend their time tanning. So for example, with my schedule, I had more classes on A days than I did on B days. Your classes on the ship are going to be split up A day, B day, and alternate like that. So on B days, I had a class at 10 a.m. ending at 11, and then I had my next class at 5:10 p.m. So I had a huge gap in the middle of the day, and if I didn't have homework, or even if I did have homework, I'd always have time between those classes and doing my homework to spend time on the pool deck, reading or listening to music and lying in the sun, and it was honestly very nice. And then after dinner, which goes from 5:30 to 7:30, the real fun times and activities actually begin. You can find all of these activities listed on Homeport, which is a website that works through Semester at Sea Wi-Fi on the ship for free, and it's specific to Semester at Sea. And the Wi-Fi situation on the ship is a little confusing, so if you don't really understand it, be sure to check out my video on that. But anyway, the activities will always be listed at Homeport and updated around 11 a.m. or noon, and they'll list everything that's going on that night, including clubs and fun things for you guys to go do, and the times that those things are going to happen. This information will also be told to you over the announcements, which happen at around 11 a.m. and at about 5:10 p.m. So I'm going to go over some of the examples of activities you'll find every night on the ship. So first of all, there is always a lecture from 7 to 8 p.m. on the ship every day, and these are really exciting and really interesting. So they're either given by a faculty member, a lifelong learner, or an interport lecturer. An interport lecturer is someone that the ship has come on to the ship during our time between countries. So for example, going from Ecuador to Costa Rica, someone will come on to the ship. So these people can be activists or political speakers or even famous people. So my favorite person that came on our voyage was Ron Stallworth and his wife, and Ron Stallworth is the author of Black Klansman, and that is the book that became the movie in 2019, and it was a really good movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was really cool to hear from him and hear his story. So he did lectures in our classes, and then he did a lecture at night, and we had the whole ship watch the movie and do a Q&A with him afterwards, and this was so interesting and so cool, and he did book signings as well. So it'll be really exciting to see what famous people SAS has come on your voyage. Another really cool lecture that happened on my trip was from one of the faculty members, and she and her boyfriend had sailed across the ocean. No, they actually rowed across the ocean in like a rowboat, like the entire thing in their 20s, and she told us the story of that, and it was just amazing to hear. So I literally went to like every lecture there was on the ship because I always learned something and I always found out something interesting about someone new. The next most common nighttime activity on the ship is that a movie will play, and this will probably either happen in the Kino Theater, which is the movie theater on the ship. We have a movie theater on the ship, or in the lasting reunion if they expect more people to come to see the movie. So some movies that were on our voyage were Crazy Rich Asians, Mean Girls, Coco, and Elf, because we were sailing in December. So of course there were more also that I can't remember, so many movies. And something fun to do is go up to deck 9 before the movie starts and get popcorn from the pool bar and then bring it down and watch the movie with your friends and eat your popcorn. Also, a lot of clubs meet at night, so if you're in some of those, then you'll always have something to do. And there is an activity fair near the beginning of the voyage where anyone can go up on stage and pitch an idea for a club, and then we all walk around and sign up for the ones we want to be a part of and get emails when those clubs are going to meet, so then we can go and meet new friends and be parts of clubs. So some notable clubs on my voyage were the Conspiracy Theory Club and the Creative Writing Club, and there was a club for international students, and the one with the best name was definitely Jews on a Cruise. So if you have an idea for a club on your voyage and no one has brought it up yet, just make it, and I am positive people will sign up for it. There was even one girl who made Cloud Watching Club on our voyage, and people totally signed up for it. So that is a great way to make new friends, is joining clubs. Some of the most popular nighttime activities on the ship are trivia nights. And these are really fun because you create teams and then you win prizes by answering the questions and getting the most points, and it's always a different topic. So this was super popular and super competitive. Actually, my favorite thing on the ship at night were line dancing nights, which were even more fun, and they were on deck 9 under the stars in front of the pool, and we'd all stand in lines and learn like country line dancing and try to follow along with the dances and do our best and listen to the music and just have a great time for literally hours. And if none of these nighttime activities strike your fancy, you can always find people playing a board game in Lido Terrace or playing a game of cards in the Lido restaurant or the Berlin restaurant. If you're going on this trip, you need to bring a deck of cards. That is a great way to pass your time and meet new people, because if you're playing a game, people will just come up and sit down with you and be like, "Can I join?" And you'll be like, "Yes, let's play cards with everybody." I had a friend on my voyage, like my best friend, she literally brought 9 decks of cards because she had games where everyone needed their own deck of cards. But it was so nice to play with her and be friends with her because we'd always have people coming to join our card games. And then, of course, the most classic way to meet people and have fun on the ship is that at 10 p.m. in the Lido restaurant, there will be snack time, where the crew will put out desserts and little sandwiches and like waters and juices and such for people to go and eat when they're hungry at 10 p.m. at night. And the best desserts at snack time are the brownies and the banana bread. I'm telling you, those are so good, and the brownies go so fast. So you can always meet people during this time, and everyone's playing cards and just chatting and talking about their lives at home, what they miss, and what they're excited for next on the voyage. So that is a typical day of activities on the ship. I hope this video is helpful for you and that you have a better idea of what goes on the ship, and you realize that you're never going to be bored and there's always going to be something to do. So if you like this video, please subscribe to support my channel, and leave any other questions about semester at sea or videos you'd like to see me make in the comments below. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.